I've been wanting to make this gingerbread mixer craft that I've seen a lot of creators do for a long time, and I just haven't had time. But these are my gingerbread 3D prints from my shop, glamcandyboutique.com. I know not everybody is a sculptor. I can sculpt them, but I don't always want to. These are really easy. You can just paint them. I'm using chestnut with a little bit of chocolate brown mixed in it. That's from Apple Barrel. So you can see you don't even have to prime them. You can just paint them. The little mixer, you can get them pretty much anywhere. I found that one at Target one year. They had it in the dollar spot. It was more than $1, but you just have to have your eyes out for things like that. They do have them at Dollar Tree, Amazon. You can look on eBay. There's all kinds of places that might have mixers. So I just added a little Mod Podge, and I'm using Snow by Recollections at Michael's. It's just a white glitter. I made those resin eyes myself. I just printed out some eyes from Etsy, and then you can get them as a printable. And then I just added UV resin to them and glued them to my little gingy vase. Then I added a little nose. And then I wanted a fabric bow so that, I don't know, just to add a little touch. So after my gingies were done, I wanted to have this stripe effect in my little frosting in my bowl that I'm going to do. So I'm painting the sides of my bag just with acrylic paint, and then you just add your lightweight spackle into the bag, and it will come out in this really pretty swirl pattern. I wanted to position the gingy where it was kind of hanging off of the little beaters there. And then I added some fake sprinkles into the mix, some fake nonpareils. What's a fake Perel? Fake nonpareils. I used tacky glue on the gingerbread's belly here. I should have done this before. I just didn't think about it. And I just added 2 fake little mints to the front and a little candy cane. This is air dry foam clay and a little drip cutter I got off of Etsy a long time ago. So I'm just gently rolling out my clay. I did spray the cutter with some olive oil, cooking oil. Lets it come out of the cutter much more easily. I did make 2 little drips. I ended up using a smaller drip cutter. And then I'm just gluing it to the top with tacky glue. And she wouldn't stick, so I added a little bit of lightweight spackle just to the top of it. It will blend that little line that's in it anyway and help everything to stick up there. I'm just taking a clean, damp paintbrush and I'm just smoothing out any excess spackle. I'm just adding some more fake nonpareils after I added some tacky glue to make sure they stick. I'm using one of my favorite molds. I bought it years and years ago on Etsy, so that's possibly where you could find it. But it's just a little cupcake and the whipped cream top. I could make the whipped cream top myself, but it's just so cute, and clay is faster sometimes, so I'm just pressing some air dry foam clay into the bottom. I used a little excess clay to pull it out of that mold, and then I'm just cutting it where I want it and then reshaping the bottom. I'm adding some spackle drips now, and this will also act as my glue for my cupcake. I'm just using a little bit of tacky glue to glue on the top of the cupcake. Tacky glue, Gorilla Glue are great for clay. You really don't want to use hot glue on it. Now I'm just adding a little cherry that I had in my craft stash. And then some more teeny tiny drips around the cupcake just to blend everything together. And let's just face it, I love making drips. I've added a couple details here, the little frosting bag, the little whisk, the little cookie cutters in the center, and the Santa face, and just glued those on. And now I'm adding some more drips. Like I said, love making drips, just outside of the little bowl, just to be cute. If you watch my videos at all, you'll know that I am massively into the teeny tiny details. That's, for me, what makes each piece special. So then I was just kind of tossing the fake nonpareils on there again. It was a really weird angle. I was having to throw them on there, hoping some would stick, and a few last candy touches. And here it is, all finished. My husband actually thought that I bought this. And I was like, did you notice what I made? Because usually he'll compliment me on my creations. He's like, oh, I thought you bought that. I'm like, sir, do you even know who you're married to? Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think and if you're going to be making your own mixer craft as well. Merry Christmas.